If you want to go the extra mile and support me as a content creator, you can do so as joining as a YouTube member. All I need to do is go to the description down below and click on the YouTube gaming link. When you do, a join button will pop up, and once you click it, you can become a YouTube member. YouTube members get special chat icons and emotes, exclusive Discord roles, shoutouts, and more. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can join as a YouTube member today. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links Ranked PvP video. And today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links Ranked PvP video is going to be different from my traditional videos. And in today's Ranked PvP video, I'm basically going to give you guys two different deck lists on Gemini Fusion, and then I'm also going to be showing you guys only duel replays. There's going to be no live duels in today's video, so that means that this video is going to be much shorter than normal. So you guys can tell me in the comment section down below if you like this format. I'm still going to do the live duels, and that I actually like doing the live duels where I first show duel replays, deck lists, and then live duels, but those videos do get really long, so I think balancing them out with doing videos of like 30 minutes and 10 minutes would be kind of convenient. So hopefully you guys enjoy this format. You guys can tell me if you do in the comment section down below. But like I said, we have two different deck lists to talk about, and let's go through it. So this is the first version of Gemini Fusion. We're running 2 copies of Doxy Ogre, 3 copies of Dark Valkyria, 2 copies of Blazewing Butterfly, and 3 copies of Carbo Crab. We're running 2 copies of Gemini Spark, 3 copies of Supervise, and then for back row, you kind of just want to run whatever traps that you want to. We're just running Sekiraku Armor, even though I mispronounced that, Paleozoic Canadia, Treacherous Trap Hole, and Wall of Disruption. But you can run any sort of back row, and if you have a 3rd copy of Gemini Spark, you might want to run that, in my opinion, but still, 2 might be fine for this build. And then also, since this is Gemini Fusion, we are going to be running 2 copies of Super Alloy Beast Repsius, but you probably only need to run 1 in the first place. And then this is to fill up the extra deck. I just threw this Synchro Gemini in here too. Now the skill that we're going to be using is Fusion Time, so that we can draw into Polymerization, because with this skill, it can be used each time your life points decrease by 1500, and instead of conducting your normal draw, Polymerization is added from your hand outside your deck. The reason why I was thinking about doing this build at first with Gemini Fusion was mostly because of the fact that I've played Gemini Fusion in the past, and this deck is, well, 1, it still is super resource heavy, but 2, in the past it was super resource heavy. So I liked using Fusion Time because it gives me the opportunity to possibly get some more back row, so I can protect myself when I'm trying to set up my combos, and that Fusion build can kind of be like a last resort in my opinion. So that's kind of why I originally wanted to run Fusion Time for this build. But what I've noticed is that since I am going to title this video Gemini Fusion, I think you guys would want me to see me fusion summon into the Super Alloy Beast Repsius in today's video. But from what I've noticed, most situations when I play this build of the deck, I just don't want to use Fusion Time. Just in many cases when I'm in my duels, drawing into Polymerization when I lose 1500 or more life points, I just don't want to draw into that card, because 1, I don't have enough resources to even fusion summon if I wanted to in the first place, and 2, I'd rather draw into one of my back row pieces so I can save me in the duel. So that's why I didn't really like this version that much. What's nice about this version is that you can kind of use Fusion Time as like a last resort. There might be the very few situations where you would want to sync or fusion summon into Super Alloy Beast Repsius, and this build could be for you guys. But if you want to go for the OTK fusion build, then we're gonna go check out this other build that I've created too. But this is more of just kind of like back row protection build, and there's a lot of other combos that you can do. And sorry for that notification right there, I don't know why my PC did that, but yeah, you could use this build right here to you know, basically use fusion summoning as the last resort, and use like other cards for combos to your boss monsters out. So there's that right there. Next up, we have the second build right here, and this is more of like a more OTK style of deck, and as you guys can see, this is pretty different from the other builds. So this time we're going to be running 2 copies of Doxy Ogre. If you want to run 3, feel free to run 3. But we want to open up with, you know, one of our Gemini boss monsters if we're going to go for a Fusion Summon. So hopefully you can, you know, run 3 Doxy Ogre, or for me, I'm running 1 copy Darkstorm Dragon just because it possibly can get some back row destruction with Darkstorm Dragon. Next, we're running 3 copies of Dark Valkyria, 2 copies of Evo. You might want to run 3 copies of Evo if you can. I think I'm going to probably do this in the future. Put a 3rd copy of Evo and then only run 2 copies of Blazewing Butterfly. But if you don't have like 3 copies of either of these Geminis, you can definitely run 3 copies of Blazewing Butterfly, because this is a farm trader card, which is pretty cool. Next up, we're running 3 copies Super Fast. Next up, we're going to be running 1 copy of Hatred Aid. If you have 2 copies of Hatred Aid, I strongly run that over Anti-Magic Arrows. We're basically running Hatred Aid and Anti-Magic Arrows to hopefully help us go for OTKs right there. And if you have Hatred Aid, you can actually send all of your opponent's back row to their hand at the beginning of the turn instead of at the battle phase. Because let me tell you, Canadian and Floodgate kill this deck. They kill a lot of my decks, and this is another one that they kill, so that's fun right there. Then we're also running 3 copies of Polymerization. We're still running Fusion Time in this build, but I think I'd recommend running a different skill instead of Fusion fusion time. Considering that we're running 3 copies of Poly anyways, you have a better chance of opening up into this card in the first place. Like I talked about in my first build, I didn't really have a lot of situations where I didn't even want to use fusion time in the first place, so I'd recommend running a different skill instead of fusion time. I just have a hard time recommending skills because I just like every time I build a deck, I get the combos going, and I'm like, I don't even know what skill this is going to be useful for. So there's that right there. And then of course we're running the Super Ally B straps here. So this is more of like an OTK build, which is more fun for some people. So that's why I'm showing you guys 2 builds right here. But still, hopefully you guys enjoy today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links rank PvP video. Hope you guys enjoy the replays, and yeah, I'll go see you there. One thing I forgot to mention is that you better be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links content. I'm just saying, boys, if you leave a like on this video right now, you'll get some free pancakes delivered to your door. And also, if you subscribe, you'll get some syrup along with those pancakes. So seriously, that's a good bargain right there. Be sure to go hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links content. But note, all pancakes and syrup will be delivered on April 20th of 2169. So you're probably going to be dead by the time that happens, but hey, you can give some free pancakes and syrup to your grandchildren if you ever decide to have some children. So that's a deal. That's a pretty good deal. Leave a like and subscribe.